Hey guys, this week the tricks really are helpful. And some weeks they're more helpful than others, and there's always just rote memorization because sometimes you just have to put in the hard work. But I'm so excited because it kind of goes along with last week, and the verses are just continuing in last week. In fact, I think we stopped in mid-sentence last week. So we're at the old people's home. Let's real quick review last week. Again, you have heard it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform to the Lord. Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. What you have sworn. But I say to you, remember Jesus is always changing it on its head. But I say to you, do not swear at all, either by heaven, for it is the Lord's throne. It is the throne of God. Okay, see, I'm not perfect. Either by heaven, for it is the throne of God. Now we just continue with the path. So last time we went to the cafeteria and then we left. So we go to the cafeteria, and right there where the trays normally are is a huge earth, like made out of Legos. Like a local elementary school has made this huge life size, not life size, but your size earth, people size, huge, as tall as me, earth. And you can't find the trays because they've had to rearrange to fit the earth in there. And you look and you finally find the trays and you get your food and you go to sit down and there's no chairs anymore. They've replaced all the chairs with footstools, and you're like, what in the world? This is bizarre. So you sit down on the footstool, but you're trying to eat from the table up here. So you're just ready to get out of there. So you eat your meal really quick and you go outside, and there's a charter bus, and on the front of it, it says Jerusalem. And all the old people in the home are loading up to go to Jerusalem. And there's a tour guide out there, and she's saying, come with us to the city of the great king. And she's beckoning you. You know how like at the mall, those people, like you can't get away from them. And so she's saying, come, for it is the city of the great king. And so you're like, well, okay, I'll go. And so you get on the bus, and then as you're getting on the bus, you see the bus driver over there taking an oath to the company and to being a bus driver. And like apparently it's his first time ever driving, and you're like, okay, I probably shouldn't have done this. This was a bad decision. This guy's never driven before, and you're trying to figure out how they get into Jerusalem in a bus because you got to cross an ocean and everything. And then you find out, okay, so you get past that and you find out you're being segregated by your head. And you're like, this is so bizarre. And if you have just one white hair, you have to sit on the right. But if you don't have any white hairs, you have to sit on the left. Now, you could debate whether it's like you colored it and made it not white, or naturally, or whatever. But if you have one white hair, you sit on the right, and if you don't, you sit on the left. So that's the path, and real quick, here's the words that go to it. So we were saying, but I say to you, do not take an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God. That was last week's. You go to the cafeteria, or by earth, for it is his footstool. So the big earth was there, and you go to sit down, and there's only footstools. So or by earth, for it is his footstool. Then you go outside, or by Jerusalem. Okay, they were all going to Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. That's what the tour guide was saying. And then you get on the bus, and what was the bus driver doing? Taking an oath. And do not take an oath by your head. You're being segregated by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black. That's it. It's pretty easy this week. It's not that long. That's all we've got this week. It's really just two concepts, or by the earth, or by Jerusalem. And do not take an oath by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black. So that's our two verses for this week. You're doing an awesome job. Keep going. Great job. I'm so proud of you, and it's all going to be so worth it. Have a great week.